Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It looked like it's still nighttime, right? And I'm traveling down south somewhere, right? Yeah, it's a lot of traffic out here, but it is what it is. It's spritzing out here, so people are doing the crazy. So that's why it's almost like a parking lot out here on the Belt Parkway. So I figured, hey, this is a good time to talk to my audience. So I hope everybody's doing well. So today I want to talk to you about how 6 ways that you can get visitors to your blog to stay longer. Um, are you blogging? Are you getting visitors and they're leaving? Are you getting visitors and they're not taking any action on your blog? Well, I have 6 steps that you can take to make your visitor blogging experience epic. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to be interesting. So if you're blogging to a specific niche, you want to look at other blogs to see what they're blogging about, see what's trending, and then you blog about that too. And I'm not saying to copy anything, but what I'm saying is use it and get your ideas and put your own twist to it. So you got to be interesting. You can't just throw some spit and scotch tape together and think your audience is going to fly with that, because we want quality. When you're looking for information, you want something that's true. You want something that's going to really help you, because that's why people do searches in the first place. So if a person does a search and they end up on your blog, you want to make sure your content is tight, right? All right. Also, you want to make it readable. I mean, you can have great content, but if you have it on this small font, like 8 or 10, the reader is not going to read it. If you have everything all bunched up, one big old paragraph, break it up. Make your font bigger. I recommend 14. 14 is like a nice size. It's bigger. It's more appealing to the eye. You want it to look good. So when the person starts reading it, it has a nice flow. Break it up into small paragraphs. Because nobody wants to read anything that they feel like they're reading like a novel. Where the print is like this small. And then it just seems like it's never ending. So it's just something about the appearance that's very appealing to your visitor. So you definitely want to make it readable. You want to make sure you have an opt-in form somewhere on your blog, whether it's on the side, whether you have a pop-up, whether it's at the bottom, but you need to have a opt-in form. I recommend that your opt-in form is above the fold. And what I mean about above the fold is like when you go to someone's site without them having to scroll up or down, they see your form. So that's above the fold, because they don't have to take any action to see your opt-in form. So that's very important. So just make sure you have one of those, because if someone sees something that they're interested in, you want to give them an option to get on your list, subscribe to you. So you want to have a nice giveaway, something that's congruent with your blog posts, so that when they go there, they say, oh, okay, I get a nice ebook in reference to, how to improve my credit. Cool. Somebody's going to give you their name and their email address and perhaps their phone number in exchange for something like that. So just make sure it's something that they want, that is irresistible, that they just gotta have it because this is what they're looking for. So congruency is so important. When you're blogging, you can't just throw something together and expect results. It takes thought, it takes time to write a nice a kick butt piece of content. So also in your blog, you want to ask questions. Did that make sense to you? Did you get value? That kind of thing. Are you with me? Did you like that? Something. where it's engaging, where you'll start provoking thought with your visitor. You know, you want your visitor to be resonating with you as they're reading your content. You know, so if you write in a way that you're relational and you're talking to them, they're going to most likely take action because they feel that they're talking to you, and you're right there. And it's just another way for them to get to know you, to get to know the creator of the blog post. And then, you know, it would also move them to like, share, and comment, and come back, you know, and that's what you want. All right. Also, make sure your content is banging. I mean, it's like on point, you know, on point on whatever topic that you're discussing. Make sure you're on point. Make sure you do your research. Make sure your content is from a reliable source, so that when you have your visitors come through, they know that they're getting some good stuff. You know, that's important. Hey, what's up, Leah? Oh my God, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Leah, the dancer. What's up, mama? And the last thing I want to recommend is that you want to interlink your blog posts. So if you have a lot of blogs, let's say about Facebook. Ooh, people are bugging out here. Just saw an accident about to happen. Goodness gracious. Let's say you're blogging about Facebook. You could be blogging about Facebook Live, prospecting on Facebook, posting on Facebook, where to find your perfect target market on Facebook. So they're all related, right? So what you want to do is you want to make some words in your blog clickable and let it lead into another blog post that's related to the one that you're writing. So it's good for SEO purposes. Google likes it. Those little spider situations, they like that. So it helps to rank your blog, and also it helps to keep your visitor on your blog, because if you have a word clickable and it's related to what it is that you're talking about, and then they see another article and they get intrigued by that, you know, that's more time on your blog. And next thing you know, it builds credibility, and they're on your list for something. You know, they will opt in to something that you're offering because the content is that great, and it's all related. And if it's really something that they want to know more about, they're gonna stay there until they get it. So I hope that all made sense. So I'm gonna do a quick recap of the 6 steps, just in case you didn't get it, real quick. And when you if you're watching the replay, just forward it just a couple of seconds, because I was just, you know, talking about the traffic and, you know, little intro stuff. All right, so here's the recap. So number 1, you want to make your content interesting. Number 2, you want to make it readable and appealing to your visitor. Number 3, you want to include an opt-in form. That is so important. A lot of people miss that. Number 4, you want to ask questions. That's being engaging. Number 5, you want your content on point, banging. I mean, like on, kick behind, right? And then the last thing, number 6, is to interlink your content with other content on your blog that's consistent. So if you just started to blog, you may not have content related like that. So, you know, the more you blog, the more you'll, you know, start having content that's related. Or you can just purposely do that when you get started and say, hey, I'm going to blog. I'm going to do 5 blog posts about Facebook. And then you can start doing that as you go along. So I hope that you got value from this live. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the love. If it made sense, give me some likes. Give me some hearts. I love those things. It motivates me to come back. So, again, this is Daria Jackson Lanier coming to you from willieanddaria.com. Oh, and one thing, Wednesday night, there is going to be an epic webinar on how to crush it with Facebook Live. So if you're on Facebook and you're doing lives, you want to be on that webinar because you're going to learn some really cool tips and tactics to use your Facebook Lives to crush it and really take your business to the next level. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can leave a comment below and I'll get that link to you. It's private. It's not open to everybody. And or you can private message me and I'll get that link to you. All right? So, Daria Jackson Ligonier signing off, and I'll see you. Make sure you stay dry. It is raining here in New York. Have a wonderful day. Bye. See ya.